YouTube family. Welcome to the channel. I'm Deborah, moving around a little. Happy day, just cleansing the energy, cleansing the vibe. The highest and best message for us this morning. I hope you're well. Sending all the love and blessings always. Welcome to the channel. Did I say that already? This is our morning messages edition. I'm Deborah. This is Purusha Intuitive. And these messages are just supposed to be intended to be more heart-honoring, loving, supportive, encouraging ways to start your day, giving you that extra boost of empowerment and strength that you might need to navigate the crazy things life often throws our way. I hope you're having an amazing weekend, depending on when you're watching this. I have been uploading these on the weekends only. Not that it matters, as long as the message resonates, then it's meant for you, right? I can get a little specific about those things. It's good to surrender and to let go and just let ourselves be spoken to in ways that we wouldn't always anticipate. Okay, so cyanobacteria, rhythms and cycles abound in our diverse world. From cyanobacteria to complex life forms, each of us moves through phases, reaching an end to start all over again. Fighting change is futile and discouraging. It is like denying the inevitability of death. On the other hand, embracing these rhythms can release friction and redirect necessary energy that would otherwise be useful for your growth and well-being. As stress and anxiety mount, reflect and resync with nature's rhythms. Close your eyes and listen to the beat. I love that message. We can get so wrapped up in trying to control our surroundings and what's happening. Yeah, but it is all an illusion. Fata Moranga. Not everything is as it appears, even when you think you could swear by it. Some things are just not right, and some things are just not true. Like those hazy water mirages on a hot summer day and cargo ships hovering on the horizon. When you discover you have traveled deep into the woods, miles upon miles, down a long, winding, incongruous road that has left you empty and torn, stop and recalibrate. Shake it up and turn yourself around. Tip everything over and upside down or right side up. Create a path that is truly you. That's also just a very strong and powerful message, right? Like, you know, it's just like crazy how much we can get wrapped up in our fantasies and our ideas of how things should look, right? When we put the shoulds on them. And really there is natural flow and cycle and rhythm to life. We need to embrace in that magic. I love it. This comment is celestial. Like the comments above on a seemingly mysterious journey with unclear direction and longevity, theologians and philosophers alike have debated our existence, constructing theories about our place within the universe. They have deeply pondered if we exist within the cosmos or live outside of it. And they have wondered if our lives are predetermined or if we can affect the trajectory of our life. Grab hold of this moment, even as the world carries on around you. Contemplate the power of the celestial and your place within it. Be here right now. You know, I mean, this, like, obviously this channel does kind of have, you know, more of the esoteric, like, little woohoo. I love it. I love believing in our magic and our potential. I think as humans, we have so much untapped, right? And I think we sell ourselves short on how powerful we are. I'm also learning that part of that power lies in how in alignment we are with ourselves, with our ideas, our values, our goals and desires. which is easier said than done, because I think from birth, so many concepts of who we should be, how we should live, how it should look, are placed upon us, society, culture, surroundings. I think it's, getting better nowadays, maybe in modern America. I'm not sure anyway, that's where I live, obviously. So, I don't know. I mean, I see progress in some areas and not in others, and I don't want to be ignorant to believe that that's not the majority of people's experience. And I mean, I think it takes a lot to break out of these cycles and rhythms, the beliefs that people have put on us, where things are an illusion, where they're not. And then believe in that magic, right? That spirit is going to guide us and direct us, that we can make big, bold moves and we'll be okay, right? Change is happening. We have to navigate it. And change is an amazing opportunity to look at, reevaluate, redefine, just like we saw in this illusions card, Look at what we have to work with. King of Cups. The King of Cups is someone who's very emotionally in tune with his environment around him. The water signs kind of have the most magic in that way, because they are tapped into the spirit world, right? That intuition, the feeling, the senses, that is really where our alignment lies. Someone willing to put in the time, the work, the effort, the due diligence. We're moving from the 2 to the 3. We're changing the way we're doing things, seeing what works and what does not. Like I said, based off of our feeling and our emotions, not as much on our ego, our pride, our selfishness. Maybe some of that gets communicated to you today with this 8 of Wands. This is also energy moving forward, a lot of stuff coming in for you because you're being more cognizant. I'm hearing it's like less energy of juggling. It's not as chaotic, it's not as crazy, because you're able to kind of take that step back and, like I said, see what's working and what's not. Yeah, beautiful. Ace of Wands. This, to me, it's a very creatively, passionately charged energy, the Ace of Wands. It's pure potential. And it also has this element of sensuality. We've been getting this message. Ooh, Ace of Pentacles. I love that. 2 aces, guys. Very beautiful. New beginnings in the material world. What I was saying with that Ace of Wands is we keep getting these messages that, new beginnings are coming in, new opportunities, potential new love. Oh, and there's that 8 of Wands. Boom. I love this. That's why I love what I do, because the deck and the cards never lie. And it's actually pretty dope how they come out. Certain energies want to be seen, heard, and understood for our hearts, for that confirmation to know that we're on the right path. New beginnings are coming in, and it's powerful. For me, it brings a lot of, like I said, creativity, sensuality. This could also be around business, new project, money. Both of those energies are embodied in the Ace of Wands and Ace of Pentacles. And receiving communication around this. What can we expect today? What can we expect today about this? Okay, well, maybe coming from a place of something that was really painful. Someone feeling bad about how things have manifested. We have fire energy on the board with the Queen of Wands. You could be dealing with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is also just someone who kind of has that really like a vibrant personality who's really attractive. You want to be around them. Little vixen, but in a good way. The fun one, right? Princess of Wands. You know, this is, I'm hearing, well, I feel like for some of you it is a family dynamic. Maybe it is you and your child. New beginnings. This is also about like kind of stepping out of your comfort zone, aspiring towards new things, and maybe from that space of confidence and boldness, maybe something that you weren't feeling or you didn't really have before. It's giving you the courage. Yeah, there's a lot of bummer around what hasn't worked. But to me, it's like you're taking this as opportunity for new inspiration. And what you have been dealing with or have dealt with, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius with the King of Swords, is someone who's just focusing more on what didn't work, the pain, the sorrow, the suffering. You know, two different embodiments of how to deal. And we have the choice, right? We can sit in it and feel horrible about it, or we can get creative and make something out of it. And that's the truth, right? Just like we saw in this value of natural cycles, how illusions play a part in our world, the things we tell ourselves, or the things that we believe about what other people say, all that BS really just boils my blood. No. And just remembering that life is super magical, you know? There is magic to be held. I mean, if you do any, you know, reading on physics, quantum physics, it's just like amazing. Like, I can't wait till we can prove that in a more like practical way, I guess I should say. I believe in it 100%. Excuse me. Depending on which side we choose to be on, right? Whether we're in this King of Swords vibe, focusing on the pain, or the Queen of Wands, creating, exploring something new, will dictate how empowered we are through the process, how connected we are with ourselves, ways to nourish and support. Yeah, the new beginnings. It's here for you, and I love this. This is such a whimsical card. I mean, it's a whimsical deck anyway, but just that kind of like childlike approach to the change, to the rebirth, needing the tenacity, not specifically knowing what's in front of you, but using it as the opportunity to approach it as an adventure, right? To explore uncharted territories, people, places, and things you've been longing for and haven't given yourself the opportunity to look beyond your own world. This is a merriment, right, of the masculine and the feminine. There can be an element of love that's being blocked in your life right now. Maybe this comes from the past sorrows and disappointments, the things that didn't really manifest as expected. And this is all major arcana. So there is this opportunity, and that's just like whether this is you or someone else, there's like this new opportunity, right? To like move forward, excuse me. Be a little bit more in line. Find the harmony and the synergy, and it's like just not coming through. And that's the place that we have to take step back and really look at those illusions and where they're coming from, how to make adjustments, acknowledging the places that we fell short, that we could have, shoulda, woulda, coulda, right? Not that to live in that value, no. It's just easier said than done, right? Because I think sometimes our ego gets so fixated on how it like should have looked, right? Maybe there is a little bit of a dragging of your heels, or their heels not wanting this closure to happen. Being afraid of what that new beginning is going to look like. We get so used to dynamics being a certain way. When something big happens and shakes it up, it's like, it's a little more like off-putting or disorienting, right? So a blessing of acceptance. Every part of you is equally worthy of love. Accept yourself as you are, and this will be a blessing unto yourself and others. If you wish to see the truth of the matter, hold no preference, either for or against a particular outcome. Just be the love that you truly are. When we hold that specific idea of how it should look, it really limits us. It limits what we're able to bring in and manifest in our life. A blessed heart. If you feel that something is missing, look within and you will find it. What is your heart saying? Your heart is the gateway to your soul, and your soul is the eternal you. Know that you are free, protected, and blessed. We forget that, you know. I think we get so caught up in our goals or how we want our life to look, you know, in the 3D and the practical. But there's so much more. You are blessed regardless. Every experience enriches us and those around us in some way. Regardless of what we achieve or don't achieve, do or don't do, all is a blessing in one form or another. Nothing is a mistake, for all serves a divine purpose. All is blessed. I love that, closing out the reading this way, because there's, you know, just so often that we limit how it should look, or being happy, or enjoying the moment, taking a step back, actually just appreciating what's around us. It's so hard to do. We get caught up in the rigmarole, the to-do list. I think the last couple of years has helped us slow down a little bit. I think there's still more that needs to be done, you know, and I feel like we're in a time where that's all unfolding. So we're setting the stage of how we want the next 10, 20 years to look. I hope that this reading helped. I am sending so much love and blessings your way. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Lots of love.